Hi everyone, my name is Ron Smorenberg. I'm an action actor, and today we're going to talk about people, especially people in the movie business, so it might be very useful for you to hear. It might be a little bit confronting, maybe not too nice, but what we're going to do today, we give everything a positive twist. Now, talking about twist, the movie business is a very twisted business. And actually the hardest challenge is to deal with people. It's not the art itself. The art is the fun, you know, the acting and the action, being on set, that's always the fun. But the part that is always a challenge, mostly, especially with a bigger group of people, or with friends, or people who are not real friends, is how to deal with this. And that's very important. Jean-Claude Van Damme always said the movie business is the business to keep people out. And actually that is what's happening as well. Besides the gems of people, I have a lot of great friends, I love you all, you know that. But I have to warn also my friends and other people, for when they enter this business, they can encounter a certain kind of people, or when you have success, things will come at you and you have to deal with that. Now, one thing I have to tell you before I continue, this is something which is a constant. So some people, when they, for example, come out of the dojo, they have this respect, like in the dojo. In the movie business, that's totally different. And people might get shocked and surprised by that and overwhelmed, like, what is this? I didn't know people treat each other like that. I didn't know that even friends sometimes don't even tell me when there's a casting for a character I could play. So actually it's all about intentions. So what do the people have intentions towards you, and what intentions do you have towards them? And that is very important. And I will tell you how to analyze that. Also, that shows you when you have a big success, that why you might lose some friends, but actually those friends already were not the real friends. So you don't really lose them, they were just in stealth mode. And when you have this big success, they just show themselves. Sometimes you have to be careful, especially for people who do the same. You would never hear somebody talk about a guy who do something else, like they worry about them. A barber will not worry about a butcher, right? They would mostly say, oh, that barber around the corner, I'm better than him or something. It's something like that. So it's mostly people who do the same, and they can't even be friends. So yeah, you have to watch them. Now there's people who are secure, there's people who are insecure. Mostly the secure people are sure about themselves, confident, it's all good. Mostly it are the insecure ones who might cause you some trouble. Now, even if you're the nicest guy in the world, you know, you treat people good, you even help them, they still can be your enemy, because it's a territorial thing. You are in the way of his dream, or you are in the way of something he would love to get. And maybe even when you have a little bit more talent, they try to find your weak point. So if people have to put you down first before they promote themselves, get rid of those people. If you find out if somebody does that, get rid of them. Because they try to get into your comfort zone. You tell them when you're funny and happy, you tell them all kinds of stories, and they're going to use that as bombs to destroy you in your career. So when you have a small notice of this, that this is going on, get rid of them, take them out of your circles. And that's one step you should do. Now, if they cannot do that alone, they might even team up with other people who has the same issue with you, because you might also be in their way. So when they team up, you know, some people make this kind of pact to not have you involved, or they even can say that you're not in town, or you know, they find some story, and then they have to group up. Well, this, in a positive way, this says something about you. This says that if you need a group of people to stop you, that means you're actually quite powerful. You have a lot of talent for a group of people to stop you. Think about that. Also, the more success you have, as I said before, sometimes the more enemies you have, or the people will expose themselves, like ants coming out of an ant hole, and you know exactly who is who at those moments. That's why sometimes at those moments it are also the hardest moments for actors. So while they have this good thing, so they have this good event, for example, a fight with some big actor, there's some issues on the other side as well. And that's the banana people throw in front of you. When you're just in that good tempo, you know, then those bananas will come to keep you out of focus. And sometimes they throw so many bananas that I know people, they get demotivated. They even stop their career. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. You know, they lose their motivation. So you always have to, which is in my other video, go back to yourself. Reinvent, keep reinventing yourself. Knows where the real power is from. That's not from acknowledgement from people who want the same sometimes. Those are different people. Your parents, your fans, the angels around you. We're going to talk about not only bad people. There's so many great people. The angels, the people who love you, who support you. You know. So, but I have to mention this because this is a very important factor, and people bump their heads on them all the time. The thing is, with jealous people, is that you're actually ahead of them. What they want to do is bring your energy down to that level that you start to worry about them. So basically they worry about you, they feel bad about you, but they want to bring your energy level to theirs or lower so they can go on top of you. And they will even twist it like you are jealous of them, in the worst case. So that's a very funny thing. So basically you are ahead and they want to be ahead of you to make you look at them, like to look at every barking dog on the way when you travel. If you look at every barking dog when you travel, you will never reach the destination. So that's what I learned, and very recently as well. I also learned to be very honest with these people. So when I notice some stuff, I'll tell them, hey man, don't do this. Or, you know, I think you should not do that. Or if I share something to you, you share it to me as well. Because, you know. But we're going to talk about if people not get what they want, then they can change. And that's another issue we're going to talk about. To keep it positive again, as I promise you to do that as much as I can, is that the jealous people will try to sum up everything you are bad at. Now, in the first case, they try to find the real thing. So, for example, your acting isn't that good, or you maybe cannot do those kicks, so you cannot do that. So they will sum them up, right? They will sum them up. And yeah, that's funny that this happens, because it's like a banana in front of you, you know, it's a distraction. So they will sum that up. And actually learn from that, because those are also people who will tell you the truth, because they confront you with that or others, and you get to know, like, hey, he's actually bad in acting. Hey, that's something to improve. So actually, in the worst case or the best case, learn from it. Put the people aside, but what they say, take it serious and do something with that. The good thing is, in life, there's always duality, and duality means everything you create, there will be an uncreator. This is actually the bad example. So expect, if you do something cool, there will always be a few people who say, I don't like it. You know, the uncreators are there. They're ready around the corner to do that. The other thing of duality is, if some people don't like you, there are always people who do like you. And that's a good thing. There's always people in this world. The world is very big. Who you can be with, you know, who love you. They are real friends. You don't need to worry about them in a bad way. And you just have to find them. So the good thing is, there's always a way. And why would we hit our heads on the same people all the time? To wait till they're not in their period. Even guys can have period. To wait till they are nice, or to wait for maybe, okay, they're going to give me something. Why would we hit our heads? Also, why would we hit our heads on the people who want the same, right? We can work together to do same things together, but we also need producers, we need directors, we need those people. Don't only write actors who want the same, like I want to be like you. That's the first thing, to not read your email. So also don't do that. So why keep we hitting our heads on them? Well, we can discover great people. We are the casting director of our life. You make that team of people around you who do love you, who do have the right intentions with you. That's what it's all about. And they are there. So yeah, don't bump your head on the wrong people and keep doing that, because you can waste years of that. I would say, because I also got a chance in my life a few times with people, give people a chance, you know. Some people are very sincere, they sometimes a little bit desperate, you know, but they really want to play action movies, or they need some help, you know, but they have honor. So there's not this dishonored people, they have honor, and they will be thankful for what you do. So that's good. So don't expect too much from people, just be curious. You put time in some people, and time is life energy. So you have to make decisions in where you put people in. Like some people can drain you, or they will call you every day, hey, what's going on, this and that. And they just throw everything at you. Before you know, you favor yourself away. So you have to keep the balance of helping people and the right people, and also develop yourself. Because when you develop yourself, you can also bring others with you. And if you just get stuck, you cannot do that either. So it's all about energy management. But if you give it to the wrong people, empower the wrong people, the bigger the knife will be you get in your back. And that's the thing sometimes, like with overly nice people sometimes, like they contact you, hey, this and that, you're great, you're great. And then the questions come, can you get this for me, can you get that? Give me your contacts. For me, that took me like 23 years to get all these contacts. But they just ask instantly, give me your contacts. Okay, I come to Thailand right now, give me your contacts. You know, when they not get what they want from you, or they have this certain period to get these certain things from you, they are not real friends, okay? A real friend will never ask you, like, what you doing right now, what projects you on? Because they just know that you will tell them. You know, if it's something for them, a real friend, you will tell them, like, look, you know, hey, I'm on this right now, you know, maybe there's something for you. You know, it's like that with real friends, really, you don't need to worry about that. But the other ones, they don't trust you, they will ask, like, hey, what are you up to, you know, what's this going on, is that going on? And that's already an indicator. I give you one more indicator as well. If you feel tired, or you feel bad, you know, when you are in touch with someone, or traveling to someone, then be careful. Mostly it's an indicator that something is bad, or something is going to happen, and your gut feeling never lies. It's all about energy. You know, it's like in a relationship. It's very unconditional, even if you don't see each other for 5 years. You know, when you see each other again, it's always great. And those are the real relationships. Those are the gems in your life. Those are the real friends who are also happy for you when you get something. There's also, I call them the angels. Those are people who have some great things, and you know, you need to have them in your life too, because those are people who empower you, like you can do it. Can be your parents or some real friends. I think you can be this actor, you know. Don't have a basic job in life, just do this. Give up your job, do what you're talented at, you know. They are also the ones who mostly expose the bad friends. They're the ones who said, hey, be careful for that guy, I think he's jealous of you, or be careful for this or for that. So those are the angels around you. And I have a few around me, and those are amazing people. They support me a lot. So it's not only things are coming only from myself, or you're self-motivated. No, we all have some angels around it. So if you can be an angel for someone who is good, someone who has honor, someone who deserves it, you can decide for that by yourself. Be an angel for some people, change their life, motivate them. I had one guy in Belgium, he knows who he is. I told him, man, you should give up your job, you're so good, you know, I believe in you, believe in yourself. And he quit, and he did it, and now he's playing movies. Now that's just one example, but it happened to me, and I'm thankful all my life to those people. So if you can do that to others, please don't hold back. Okay, in the worst case you can get a knife in your back. It happened to me a few times, but compared to the beautiful things which come out of this, it's all good, you know. Good people empower you, make you believe in yourself. We'll also be very critical sometimes, like, Ron, I think your accent, you know, you have to work on that, or your body, or you do this, do that. That's also a very important thing. There are a lot of great guys. Please embrace them, love them. The bad people, just teach them. It's okay, you know, some people, they can't help it. For example, a guy, he's very insecure. Maybe his parents or her parents always put this person down, and how can they compliment you if they always had this experience? So you know, always give them some hints or still help them as well. They already have a hard time themselves. If people are jealous about you, they don't feel good, believe me. So for them to shine and stuff, the thing you can do is, first of all, keep them out. But before you do that, give them some advice. You know, maybe you should do this. Maybe you should be a little bit, you know, less sneaky in this business. Because if you want to have some charisma and you want to be a main guy in a movie, I think you should be a little bit more, you know, pure. You know, you'll get it already with the talent you have. You don't need to be sneaky. And yes, some people need to be sneaky because they think they lack of something and then they have to find different ways to get the same. And that's why in the movie business, some people are not always what they deserve. Some people with a lot of talent might not get the job, while some people who do a sneaky way get it. And because of all those tactics, and that is in politics, that's in everywhere in life, we just need to get a little bit smarter than them and just figure them out and not let them do their tricks as much as they can. Just believe in your own talent and this motivation and this love you have for the art, don't lose it because of people. Find the people who have the same. I'm very connected with real martial artists, people who are confident, who don't have those issues. It's mostly the inconfident people, the insecure people. They don't have those issues. We train together, we are transitional. Like you teach me something, I teach you something, it's so cool. We make fight scenes, and those are the people we have to get around us. With those people you can build, you can move mountains, you can get great things done. The other ones, just learn from them. You know, what they say, take it serious, learn from them, but keep them out of your circle. And then your life is, you're going to wake up different. You're going to wake up with energy because the energy is going to go in great things. And energy is not going to go in worrying or fear or those kind of things because that's what they want. Okay? This is, I talk a little bit negative, but we turn it into positive. So all these negative things, learn from that. It creates your fire to do good stuff, but the good things will prevail. Your life power will prevail. That's why I say life is action. I actually have a small addition to all of this. Let's bring it to another extent. What can happen as well is that sometimes you are the shadow version of yourself. So when you're on a certain movie project or you're with a certain main actor even, they can put you down, they can keep you down, and they will not let you show what you can do. So in a fight scene you could make an amazing fight like you against this guy, and they just let you to be a limited version of yourself. So you cannot overshine this main actor. But what this actually means is that you are capable of being that main actor. So remember that. Then it's time for you to do your own projects, to do your own movies. You know, because if somebody, a main actor, is even worried about you or just keep you down to a limited version, that means you can be the full version. You can have your own movie, start writing, start doing stuff. And that's an additional thing I want to tell you. And I give you one example about some good and bad people. One time I was on a movie, it was in China, I got hurt, my supposedly best friends, I told them like, I think my career is over. And they were like, yeah, that's really bad for you. Yeah, they couldn't hide it, you know. And there was a guy from another team, he was really concerned. He was the one going with me to the hospital, not even my own teammates. So that's why I said, be always curious, you know. Surprise things can happen with people you don't expect from. Just be curious. Don't expect something from your friends. Don't expect something from people you think is not your friends. Just let life be an adventure. Let it come to you. You know, start now. You know, see what happens. But you have the right intentions toward others. Okay, project that and see what's coming back. It's okay. All right, let's be a good example and just learn from the other things. And this is what I want to share with you. Maybe it can empower you, maybe it can help you a little bit in this business. Don't be surprised if bad things happen. It's just a constant. It's always there. So if somebody talk bad about you or something, you know, it's a confirmation that you're in this business and you're doing good. Love you. See you soon. Life is action.